Hey everybody, Tom Barnish, Chicago scene, and this weekend at Subterranean, Emo is back because Emo Nite is back, and I brought in a few folks to better explain what that means exactly, because I think it's worthy of an explanation more than just a couple quick blurbs, and that's why I have my friends Morgan, TJ, and Chell. Did I get all those names right?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So who wants to explain the concept? Because I've seen you guys, I read that maybe, or not maybe, that this started off as like just kind of like a get together because emo music wasn't really getting any love from anywhere on the club scene. And now it has morphed into you guys doing stuff at Coachella, and now you're touring the country, and you'll be here in Chicago this weekend. So explain how that whole thing works. Anybody want to go for it?
Emo Nite started 8 years ago at a dive bar in Los Angeles. We, plugged in an iPad because we wanted to hear emo music at the bar that we liked drinking at. And we just sort of kept going from there, trying to make our parties more fun, bringing in special guest DJs and guest performers from the scene. And eventually we started expanding into different cities. I think we've been doing this in Chicago since what, Shell, 2017?
Yeah, it's been 5 years since I've been doing it. So I think you guys first came in 2016, and then I jumped on in 2017.
Got it.
And Chell, you'll be here tomorrow, Chell, correct? Or for this weekend, I should say, for the concert, correct?
Yep. I've been hosting them in Chicago for 5 years. So yeah, I'll be running that show, and I'm super excited.
So what can people expect for the particular show in Chicago? We'll get back to how things started in a second, but since we brought up the Chicago one, I thought what can people expect in Chicago?
Well, like I said, I've been doing it for 5 years. Basically, our Chicago shows are just a really big party where everyone can just get together and listen to all the music that we love listening to back in like high school. We also like to mix in some more modern stuff too, so people of all ages know what's playing, and that way we have like a good mix of like throwbacks and like modern stuff, so people can even like learn some new songs and new bands. And then we do have a special guest coming as well. I'm super stoked about, so it's gonna be a great time.
Awesome.
A really sweet community. Like Chicago's been a really nice home to us, and we've met a lot of really, I think, that's the biggest thing about all of the cities that we visit is all of the people that go form these like incredible bonds, and they like meet and they form friend groups, they get married, they have kids. Like it's not just like something that people go to, it's this lifestyle that people really, really live, and this culture that they embrace like with their every being.
Yeah, the Chicago community in particular is like really special because like I've kind of been there since like it first started, and I really got to help like watch like cultivate into something where I've seen like a lot of regulars that have come every single time. I've met a lot of really cool people. I made a lot of really like strong friendships through Emo Nite, and even when I was out in Los Angeles, I have a lot of friends out there that I'm still friends with to this day, and like they're basically like my family. So it was really cool to be able to bring like that little piece from Los Angeles to like Chicago and like grow up in that community and bring that like it just comes full circle, and it's just been really cool to see.
Yeah, I love the story of how this whole thing started. I mean, the dive night at the bar, and then you guys started just gaining popularity with that scene because that wasn't played anywhere. Is it weird to think that emo kind of just stopped getting played at bars, where to the point where you guys are like, can we just play our music? I don't want to hear EDM. I don't want to hear pop music. I don't want to hear top 40. Was that weird to have to like fight for that back then?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that even when emo was super popular and these bands were really popular, nobody was DJing the songs. You would go see the shows, but like you would never go to like an emo club night. If for some reason it was never done that way. And none of us are really the best DJs. Like we're not doing mashups or crazy remixes of the songs, but it's more about like reading the vibe of the room and picking the right music that everybody can sing along to and really just have a good time too.
Yeah, it was like it was like pre-parties. Like we would all go to everybody's houses before we went out, and then like after we went out, and this is the stuff that we would listen to, and we're like, why can't we just do it when we are out?
Right. Yeah. It's crazy to me. And then you guys, you've had some heavy hitters that have come along to these events as they've progressed. I mean, you've had Avril Lavigne help you guys out. Did I read that Post Malone was at one of your events? And you guys, I see pictures of Coachella. Like that is, I mean, that's as big as you can get in the musical world as far as, you know, being at an event like Coachella or having those artists involved with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we feel very, very lucky. You know, we've been looking back on all of the pictures a lot recently over the, you know, we've been doing this for about 8 years now, and going through it, it's really just wild to see all that has happened with this thing, because this was never the intention. You know, like the intention was like, let's literally get together at a bar with our friends. But, you know, we just, every single month we were just like, let's just see how far we can literally take this. And then it gets to these moments where, like, you know, Morgan and I are walking out on stage at Coachella and we're just like, how?
This is ridiculous.
Like, how does this make sense at all?
Yeah, that's awesome though. That's some of the best things in life start off as like that, something that you're passionate about, that you're proud of, and everybody else is like, yeah, I haven't heard a Dashboard song at a bar ever, or in forever, or name a bunch of those bands from back then, and then all the new ones. And I think that's cool that you guys are, you know, bringing in the fold new music as well and making this whole event happen, which is what people can expect this weekend. Can you guys give out the details for the Subterranean show?
Yeah, it'll be one big sing along for the whole night. We usually open doors around 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock is when we start the emo music, pop punk music. And we do have a special guest. Forrest from Hello Goodbye is going to be swinging by to do a special guest DJ set, and he will probably be playing some acoustic songs as well.
That's awesome. And how can people find tickets for that and all that good stuff?
Tickets are available online. You can go to emonite.com. It's emonite.com. And we usually have tickets available at the door, but it's always best to just buy ahead just in case.
For sure. Well, thank you all for joining me. I have Morgan and TJ. You guys started this thing, and Chell, who's going to be here in Chicago for the event. And I'm sorry, I'm blanking on is it Friday night or Saturday? I thought it was Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you have a day to get your bearings and then go. But we'll get this up before on Friday so people know about it for the weekend. So thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's usually the first Friday of the month. This month we moved things around because of Lollapalooza, but we're usually at Subterranean on the first Friday of every month.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to hang out and see you guys and listen to some great music. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Super excited. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot. I appreciate this was a lot of getting everything together, but I appreciate you guys all taking time to make it happen. Thanks.